told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
Kuyami juski chika nai. Tong patoga smaktilia. Davik yubong cookie punk pa.
Who you call a little girl, Chuba Face?
Ubabatu conchi. She's got a soap.
Just a sec, boys. Zaalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects. Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Kiyokaku. Kimba muli rap wanaji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Ubabaska.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Yobasa. Kimba muli rap wanaji.
Hey, relax, Big Z. No need to be rude. Sorry about that. But Wookiees ain't much for conversation, you know? Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee. It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terra, so I just sort of got used to speaking a native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Vao, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zaalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need... We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zaalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team. Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord. Davik's part of the intergalactic crime syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange. There's only two gangs worth worrying about here in the lower city. The Black Vulkars and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zaalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Davik. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son. When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Terrace. This gang war in the lower city is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane. Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zach's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Calo's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the Exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock. You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Uchu Fenki, Tony Twamaji, Human Act in Ikatune. Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ak. Ciao baso. Gino morirà ni dubo. Tong king ba. Patoga yakfuli kokala Gigi. Pinkuin ko ka, tong hitwana G. Smilya! Pinkuin ko ka, patoga yakfuli ko ka. Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama at. Topa na otobokasa. Papa ki mulira kun king. Changwaba chinyo shangwi. Kimba no kunik dota. Patisa, patisa! Uba baska doana chichopa muska. Kimba ni chalora kun. Iyuma batmalyo no ish. Kakin cha nawabagaon. Chachiska. Topa na otobokasa. Kakin cha nawabagaon. Bagwa shank kontimachit un.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. My attention was kind of focused on the twi'lek dancers. Look at them waggle those head tails. I don't normally go for these alien girls, but I've had some bad experiences with my own species lately. Maybe it's time for a change. Know what I mean? My name's Holden. Maybe you've heard of me. I work for Davik. I'm one of his top couriers. Davik's always sending me off-planet to deliver and bring back packages. He knows he can trust me to follow my orders to the letter. Plus, I used to be an intergalactic customs agent, so I know all the tricks they use to catch smugglers. That gives me the edge I need on my courier runs. It's not like it's some big secret. It's kind of hard for Davik to keep a low profile when he belongs to a big intergalactic crime syndicate like the Exchange. Davik's ship is the fastest one in the entire quadrant. But even the Evanhawk can't get off Taurus until the quarantine is lifted. The Sith fleet has the planet surrounded. Any ship leaving orbit without proper access codes will be disintegrated by the Sith auto-targeting laser cannons. And those codes are locked safely away in the military base. Davik's pretty upset about it. His smuggling operation isn't making any money. But even with his underworld connections, he can't get his hands on those codes. You're here about that? I guess Zax must have mentioned me to you at the bounty office. Fair enough. I don't care who takes her out. Just so long as the job gets done. I can't let her get away with what she did. That wench tried to cut me with her vibro blade. Because she's crazy. She started screaming that I was making advances, and the next thing I know, she's coming at me with a knife.
Yeah, right. Sounds to me like she was defending herself.
I admit I was drunk. Maybe I got a little fresh. But it was no big deal. She didn't have to cut me. Hey, you weren't there. She totally overreacted. What? I can't do that. Think how it would look. I work for Davik. I've got a certain reputation to uphold. I can't let her get away with this. There has to be payback. Although, I do feel a little guilty about all this. Dia's a good-looking gal. It'd be a shame to kill her. Tell you what, I'll take 200 credits in exchange for lifting the bounty. If I let her get away with it, I'll look even worse. She's got to pay, either with her life or 200 credits to buy my forgiveness. You're threatening me? I work for Davik. If you kill me, you'll be signing your own death warrant. Do us both a favor and don't worry. I'll stick to my end of the bargain. I'll go tell Zax right now that the bounty is off the table.